Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will solve the top k frequent elements problem on LeetCode. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the k most frequent elements. You may return the answer in any order. Okay. So here we are having this array of nums 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 and k is equals to 2. So we want to return the top two most frequent elements. Okay, so here 1 occurs 3 times, 2 occurs 2 times. That is why the output is 1 and 2. Here the output is 1, and then if I just scroll down a little bit, there is another example, and this is the output here. Okay, and here we are having some of the constraints. So this is good, this is good. So k is in the range of 1 and the number of unique elements in the array. So k is not overflowing, right? So in our case, so if I just go to this particular example, so k, the maximum value of k should be 3 because we are having 3 distinct elements. Okay, so it cannot be like k cannot be something like 10 or 20. All right, so this is one of the constraints. Now, so this is one of the constraints here, and then we are having another constraint is it is guaranteed that the answer is unique. Okay, all right. Okay, now the follow-up question is here: your algorithm's time complexity must be better than big O of n log n, where n is the array size. All right, so now how we can solve this problem? So as you can see, in case if you are paying close attention, so what we can do, we can just sort the array, right? And then we can use a hash map, and inside of the hash map we can add the numbers and the corresponding number of occurrence. So number will be the key and the number of occurrence will be the value. Okay, and we can do that. But for the follow-up question here, as you can see, your time complexity must be better than big O of n log n, because if we sort the input array for something like this example here, the input array is already sorted, but here in this example the input array is not sorted. Okay, so in that case, if we sort the input array, the time complexity will become big O of n log n. Okay, so how we can do better? All right, so let's go to Excalibur and figure it out. So here we are having 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so this is our input array. So sorting is an option and we can have the sorted values, but there is another thing which we can do. Okay, so without sorting, what we can do, we can count the number of occurrences, okay, inside of a hash map. And then we can create another array. Okay, so this will be the frequency array. So if I just do something like this, okay, this is our frequency array. All right, and here what I'll do something like this. Okay, so this will be this one, and here what I'll do, I'll be having this one just. So first of all, we will have this one with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, and here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. So let's add a 6 here as well. So 6. Okay, so you can guess the number of like the length of our array. Okay, so the length of our array will be the same length as our input array plus 1. Okay, so here we are having something like, if I just do something like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are having 6 elements. So inside of our array, we are having 7 elements. Okay. And this is quite useful. I will show it to you in a moment. So what we can do, we can count the number of occurrences for each of the elements here. Okay. So for this hash map, so inside of this hash map, 1 will be having 3 times. Okay. 2 is 2 times, and 3 is 1 time. Okay. All right. So we have counted the number of occurrences inside of our hash map here. Okay. So we are having all of this here. Now, what we can do, this is the index of our new frequency array. So frequency array. Okay. So now this is the index. Okay. Index, and this will be the value. Okay. All right. So now what we can do, basically, this index will represent the number of occurrences. Okay. So this index will represent the number of occurrences. So we are getting all of the number of occurrences from here. Okay. So now what we can do, we can push our values inside of, like, the keys basically inside of the hash map or these numbers to the corresponding index which represents the number of occurrence. So what do I mean by that? So here, okay, so here 1 occurs 3 times. Okay, 1 occurs 3 times. So in this 3 index, what we can do, we can create one another array. Okay, and push 1 to here. All right. Then we have 2 which occurs 2 times. So we can create another array, push it up here. Okay, and 3 occurs 1 time. So we can just add array and do something like this. Okay. For example, if our 3 occurs more than like 1 time, for example, I will just change the color for this one. We are having another 3. Then what we will do, basically, we will just do something like this. Okay. So here 3 occurs 2 times, and here we will just get rid of this one. Okay. All right. So I hope that makes sense, right? So now what I'll do, I'll not do something like this, but here you get the idea. Okay. All right. So now what we will do, we will now add a loop which will reversely calculated. Okay, which will be reversely calculated. So we will start from 6. Are there elements inside of this one? So no. So we will have a result. Okay. All right. Result array here. So inside of 6, are we having something? No, we are not having anything. So don't worry about that. Okay. Then we will go to 5. All right. Okay. If I can. Okay. All right. We will go to 5. There is nothing. All right. We will go to 4. There is nothing. We will go to 3. Here is 1. So what we will do? We will push 1 to here. Okay. The value. All right. And then we will once again basically go to 2. Here is 2. So we will add 2 here. And the value of k here, so I will just add to this one, the value of k is equals to 2. All right. So if the value of the k is equals to 2 and the length of our result is equals to the k basically, then we can stop. So we can return the result 1 and 2 here. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So this is our algorithm basically. So here we will create a hash map and we will create a frequency array where the index will be the number of occurrences of the each number, and the value will be the array which contains those numbers which occur the index times inside of our input array. All right, and then we will reversely going through the frequency array, and we will check for the numbers, and we will stop when the length of our result is equals to the k value. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now let's discuss about the time and the space complexity here. All right, so I will go here. So the time complexity, okay, I will just add the blue color. Time complexity, that is equals to big O of n. Why is that? Because, okay, so we will be having 3 for loops basically. So we will first go through all of these. So this will be big O of n. Then we will have another for loop for traversing through our hash map. That will be big O of n. Okay, and then after that we will create our frequency array basically, and then we will traverse that frequency array with like in the reverse order. So that will be big O of n. So we are having big O of, basically we are having big O of n plus n plus n, which will be big O of 3n. So we do not care about the constants, so that is why we are having the time complexity big O of n. Okay, and what about the space complexity? The space complexity will also be big O of n. Why is that? Because we are creating this hash map, right? We are creating this hash map, and also we are creating this frequency array. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So this is how we are gonna solve this problem. So now let's go to LeetCode and code the solution. All right, we are inside of the LeetCode. So let's declare our hash map. So count, this will be our hash map, okay, which will be empty at this moment. Then we will have the frequency, that will be an array of arrays, right? Where the index will be the number of occurrences, values will be the arrays. So I will create an empty array for underscore in range length of the numbers plus 1. Why plus 1? Remember, it starts with the index 0 and we will not having any elements with the index 0, right? So that is why we are having numbers of plus 1. All right. Then what we can do? We have to populate our count hash map, right? So for num in nums, so count of the number, okay, equals to, what we can do, 1 plus count dot get number or 0. In case if you do not know what exactly is this one, so I have a dedicated video on my channel explaining the get method for the dictionaries in Python. Okay, roughly speaking, what it will do, basically, if this particular number key is not inside of the count, then we will get an error. So without throwing an error, this get method will be evaluated as 0. Okay, so we will not be able to get any sort of value for the first occurrence of this number, so that will be 0. So 1 plus 0, that will be 1. All right, then for number and count, okay, in count dot items. Once again, if you do not know about Python, please check out my Python playlist. I have a dedicated Python course in my channel. All right, so now we want to create our frequency array, right? So the frequency of the count, so that particular index, dot append the number. Okay, So we are creating the array. Basically, we are appending the number to that particular empty array, which was empty at the beginning, right? Okay. Then we will have the result array, which will be empty at first. Then what we will do, for idx in range length of numbers, or let's do frequency, because we are traversing through the frequency, length of frequency -1 till we want to go to 0 with the -1 step. Okay, all right. Now we will get the index of each of the basically frequency arrays, right? But now what we want to do, we want to go through all of the numbers inside of these internal array, right? So to do that, what we will do, so for number in frequency of idx, okay, in each of the index we will have the array. Okay, so we will have the individual number, and what we will do, we will just append it to the result dot append of this number. All right. And when we want to stop, when, so if the length of result equals to k, then we want to stop, right? So return the result. Okay, and by the constraints of this particular function or this particular question, basically we are guaranteed to have a valid solution. Okay, so this is our output here, or the code here. All right, so once again, what exactly is the time complexity? The time complexity, that will be big O of n, and the space complexity, that will be big O of n as well. Okay, so this is the solution here. All right, so now let's run it. Okay, so it is accepted. Now submit this one. Okay, so this is quite good. Okay, once again, don't worry about this runtime. It is most likely affected by this GitHub syncing extension which I have. Anyways, so yeah, this is basically it for this video. Okay, so in this video we have learned how to solve the top k frequent elements question on LeetCode. In case if you have learned something, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.